The Transformation, a story of self-discovery. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to share with you a story that touched my heart deeply. It's a story about a girl named Sara, about pain, transformation, and discovering who you truly are. So get comfortable, maybe grab some tissues, and let me tell you about the transformation. Part 1. The Girl Who Loved in Silence. There was a girl named Sara. She was 17 with shoulder-length brown hair that caught the light just right and warm brown eyes that held more kindness than most people ever noticed. Sara was beautiful, but she was also plump. And in the cruel world of high school, that was all some people chose to see. Every morning, Sara would walk into her classroom and try to make herself invisible. She'd slip into her seat near the back, open her notebook, and sketch. Anything to avoid the stares, the whispers, the silent judgments that followed her like shadows. But there was one person she couldn't help but look at. His name was Matthew. Matthew was the kind of handsome that seemed almost unfair. Athletic, with an easy smile that made everyone around him laugh. All the girls liked him, all of them. And Sara was hopelessly, quietly, painfully in love with him. She knew it was foolish. She knew he'd never look at her that way. But the heart doesn't listen to logic, does it? Every time he laughed, every time sunlight caught his profile by the classroom window, Sara felt her chest tighten with a longing she could barely name. They say when you truly see someone, really see them, the whole world disappears, Sara would think to herself. That's how it felt every time I looked at Matthew. But Matthew never looked back. Not really. Not in the way Sara dreamed about late at night, staring at her ceiling and imagining impossible conversations. Part 2. The Day Everything Shattered. The day that changed everything started like any other. It was lunchtime. Sara carried her tray through the cafeteria, navigating the maze of tables and teenage hierarchies. She spotted an empty chair and started toward it, grateful for a quiet place to eat. That's when she heard it. "I heard she writes his name in her diary." Sara froze. The voice belonged to Jessica. Tall, beautiful Jessica, with her perfect hair and her cruel smile. She sat at a nearby table with her friends Amber and Kate, all of them part of Matthew's orbit, all of them shining with the confidence of people who'd never been made to feel small. Amber laughed, a sound like breaking glass. "That's sweet, really sweet." The mockery in her voice was unmistakable. Sara's hands tightened on her lunch tray. Her heart pounded so loud she was sure everyone could hear it. Then Kate delivered the killing blow, her voice dripping with false sympathy. "Matthew would never. I mean, look at her, then look at him." The laughter that followed hit Sara like a physical force. Her eyes burned with tears she refused to let fall. Not here, not in front of them. She set her tray down at an empty table and sat, staring at food she could no longer imagine eating. Each breath felt like swallowing broken glass. But the worst was yet to come. After lunch, Sara walked down the hallway toward her next class. Her eyes were still red, her heart still raw. Ahead, she saw Matthew standing with his friends, including Jessica and her group. As Sara approached, trying to slip past unnoticed, Jessica stepped directly into her path. The accidental collision sent Sara stumbling sideways. "Oh, sorry, didn't see you there," Jessica said, her voice carrying down the corridor. Then loud enough for everyone to hear, "You take up so much space, though. How did I miss you?" The hallway erupted in laughter. Sara stood frozen, humiliation burning through her like fire. But then she looked up. and her eyes met Matthew's. For one heartbreaking moment, she thought, hoped, prayed that he might say something, defend her, tell them to stop. Their eyes held for just a second. Then Matthew looked away, just turned back to his conversation as if Sara wasn't even there, as if she didn't exist, as if her pain was background noise not worth acknowledging. And somehow, that silent dismissal hurt more than all of Jessica's words combined. Sara ran, tears finally spilling over. She ran through the hallway, past the lockers, past the pointing fingers and laughing faces, until she found an empty bathroom where she could finally fall apart. Part 3. The Mirror Doesn't Lie. That night, Sara stood in her bathroom, tears streaming down her face. The story continues in Part 2. Subscribe to the channel and support it so that you don't miss interesting stories. It's not difficult for you, but you give me great motivation.